Alright guys, we're here. Use your phone to track down Celia and confront her. So in the last video, we took a picture of her little graffiti things, graffiti doves. Deciphered the whole thing and we basically we tracked down a phone number or something. And now we're gonna go have some one-on-one time with her. Finally. See what the hell's going on.
Looking for me, Delson? You found me. You just haven't caught me.
Okay, that's the first time we've ever heard her. She's way this way.
I knew you were smart, Delson. That you'd find a way. Are you intrigued? Do you wonder why you? Patience.
Get back.
Looking for me, Delson? You found me. You just haven't caught me.
Okay, we're on a loop, so this is not really her. Probably gonna find some like audio thing.
I knew you were smart, Delson. That you'd find a...
Keep going this way. Ah, it's dark. I'm scared. Ah. Okay. Oh, I heard that so many times I never got that.
For me, Delson? You found me.
I feel stupid. You can't do it. Okay. Yep.
You found me. You just haven't caught me.
This is... Oh, she has a home. Celia's apartment available in your Patrol profile. Log in. Sport before continuing.
That you'd find a way. Are you intrigued? Do you wonder why you...
Okay, so in the next part, you'll see me investigate her apartment. What will we find? Stay tuned. Hey guys, what up? As you just saw, we found Celia's apartment and we're gonna look right inside. Just a little note. There's a lot of reading, so this may take a while. So this is her little apartment, her little home. Right here is the living room, and right here is the kitchen. Right here is the bedroom, and any other assorted rooms are right here. And let's check this. So this is a little thing here we'll listen to.
Congratulations. The paper trail brought you all the way here, just as I had hoped, just as I had planned. I needed you to see what I see, what happens to our kind. All I ever wanted was peace. In my cell, I would dream of the day that the nightmare would end. The day when everyone would put aside their differences and learn to live together. But Augustine showed me the truth. She showed me dead body after dead body of conduits who had been mercilessly killed and sent to the morgue. So when the orders came to close down Curtin K, Augustine finally decided to act. I never had anything against Abigail or Henry or Eugene. But the world already blamed conduits for this mess we're in. So she let them believe what they wanted to. 3 escaped bioterrorists on a murderous rampage. Augustine was right. No one bothered to question the deaths of those awful people and government lackeys, even if the facts didn't quite add up. Surely the world would agree that Curtin K was needed. That was Augustine's mission. And I was a little piece of insurance. She gave me a list. All their names were on there. Fishbein, Petrovic, Wingard, Mortimer. By the time I was through, there was no opposition left. And then, of course, there's you. So, where do we go from here, Delsin? You've got all the pieces. Can you put them together?
Okay, so at the request of Augustine, Celia was offing people left and right who posed a threat to Augustine and the DUP. And we're gonna look at this here. And Celia made it look like Fetch, Hank, or Eugene was doing the murders, just to throw people off. So we've seen this before. In Celia's cell, we did a little puzzle like this. I'm gonna read this first. Jonas peddles junk, but humans are not for sale. He's closed for business. The less said of Jonas Petrovich, the better. Like his henchmen, killing Cheslov and Skeeter Hidalgo, Petrovich sold lies and bought lives to get ahead. To be safe, I'm putting them all in the gutter. So Killian and Skeeter were the first to go in this DLC, along with Jonas. And we're gonna... I showed you this before, but I guess I'll show you again. This little puzzle here. So this corresponds to this. See the numbers here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You basically find those numbers on here. So number 1 would be 21, 2 would be 63, and so on. You put all the numbers you find here together, you put them in the DUP website, and we get this. This is a memo from Augustine to Celia, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these, basically all saying to take this person out, and so on. So I'm going to read this here. This one is about Jonas. Mortimer was opposed to the DUP from day one, but I suspect this appeal from Jonas Petrovich was the catalyst that finally spurred him into action. Fortunately, Petrovich is a man of many vulnerabilities. He has made many enemies, lowlifes, and high society alike. Normally, I would ask you to turn one of them on him or blackmail him, but I believe the simplest and most expedient solution is the most prudent in this circumstance. Kill him and as many of his cronies as you need to mask the true reason of his demise. See attached document. So these numbers here are important. Each memo has a number. So this one has a 4, and the others will have numbers here, here, and here, and here. And basically put those all together for something else. I'll show you in a few minutes. And I'm not going to read this. This is just a like a thing from Jonas to General Mortimer, basically talking about the new conduit facility they want to put up at the new prison. And yeah, that's it for this one. Go back here. Now we're going to read this one. Same thing, same puzzle. You use that for this one. We're going to read it. A lifetime of lies snuffed out by unfriendly fire. At ease, Mortimer. The story begins and ends with General Rufus Mortimer, a man who fancied himself a hero on a crusade to dismantle the DUP, partnered with profiteers like Petrovich, traitors like Fishbone and Bennett, and cowardly bigots like Mingard. He might have succeeded if not for you, Delsin. So yeah, we accidentally killed General Mortimer in the van. So there's that. Okay, you find the code and you put it in the DUP website, and we get this. Another memo. This one's about Mortimer. While disappointing, the attached memo uncovered by the DUP intelligence is hardly surprising. General Mortimer has long opposed us and our mission. He would have stopped the DUP from forming if he could. Now it seems his star is risen and he plans to take us on. He has no idea what an enemy he faces. He thinks we are just an agency, a division of the military, a line item on a budget that he can cross off and be done with. We will show him what we are, and in the end he'll know his place. And same number here. Same thing here, you copy that down. Okay, I'm going to read this here, some of it. Each of you hereby tasked with the immediate prioritization of enactment of a citizen safety protocol. The sole purpose of this protocol is the dissolution of Curtin K in the Department of Unified Protection. So this is basically talking about how to take down the DUP and Augustine. Or this is from the general to, I guess, his soldiers. Alright, I'm gonna go back into the apartment. We're gonna do this here. What does this say? They thought they were clever, but now they're cadavers. And we copy this down, we put that in the DUP website. And this one is about Tyler Bennett. Tyler Bennett must not be allowed to sell the list of conduit positive to the government. Scores of innocent bioterrorists will suffer in whatever twisted purgatory the bureaucrats see fit. We can't survive if the military seizes control of our fate, but that's just what the Tyler Bennetts of the world want. Bioterrorists in graves, not prison. Let's see how much he wants us in one when he's buried right alongside. Just copy that number down. And this is a messages between Tyler Bennett and Felix Coogan. And he was talking about if he wants the list of positive conduits to take out. And we're done with that. And now we're going to this side of the room. And as you can see, there's someone up there. We'll see who that is soon. We'll read this first. As you can see, this one is a little different. It's for this puzzle now. A vote for Vingard is a vote for fraud writ large. The campaign ends now. Vingard was a stepping stone for Petrovich and Mortimer. A second-term appointment fueled by phony assassination attempts might have swayed public opinion towards a more extreme view on conduits. There is no way I could leave that up to a vote. So we do this. We use the code here for this one. We solve that, and we got this. Corruption is like a reptile. You sever one of its limbs and another grows in its place. You have already eliminated Petrovich, but not before he managed to feed Mortimer's anti-bioterrorist legislation to his spineless senator. Do not eliminate Vingard, at least until you have ruined his political credibility. And this is from Jonas Petrovich to Senator Vingard. I'll read some of this here. It is time we take action to reduce the threat of bioterrorism across America. We must start by eliminating the inefficient and unaccountable Department of Unified Protection and relocating the prison population at Curtin K. But both of these bioterrorist-run institutions are unaccountably popular with large swaths of population. What the hell swaths? I don't know. Remind me. Oh, they're trying to get people in favor of them. Of the senator and his new, basically extreme laws against conduits. And that's basically about this one. And we're gonna see who's here. Tyler Bennett, bigoted scientist. As you can see, he has a bunch of friggin' origami doves just pop right on him. Those must be sharp as hell. A whole meaning to the word paper cut. Damn. We'll see this one later. And this is the last dove. And this one I think is about Fishbine. As you can see, another code. Put that in there, you find the code, and you put it in the DUP website. I'm gonna read this first. What a sweetheart deal. Fishbine thought he was golden. All that glitter dies. To Augustine, Fishbine was a trusted lieutenant, but he was really always Mortimer's man. When the time was right, he would bring the DUP down from the inside and fill the void they occupied. Guess these boys were afraid of strong women, but not as scared as they should have been. So we figure out the code, we put it in the DUP website, and we got this. The knife is in the back. Fishbine must have been maneuvering a coup the whole time. He never shared our vision for a bioterrorist safe haven. He used his position and traded his unique experience for personal gain. Do not let him live long enough to regret it. So this is a letter of intent from Rufus Mortimer. Basically, he's appointing Samuel Fishbine, this guy here. He's putting him in the executive operation officer in charge of bioterrorist containment. He's putting him in the DUP to like take him down from the inside. The Fishbine is his man, and he's working with DUP, and you get the gist of it. So that is the last of the doves. And as you can see here, there is a laptop, which we'll get to soon. I'm gonna go back here and we're gonna read this. Okay, so I'm gonna read this whole thing here because it's really the main point of this investigation. It's about Augustine and Celia and everything. Okay, let's read. I came from nothing. Nothingness coursed through my veins. I deserved nothing. That was how I felt when I was still Hitari. Okay, this stuff is important. Hitari is the character from the manga, which we haven't really gone through at all. That's the main character. Until I met Augustine, my I don't know what that says. Sure, that's another character in the manga. Sure, she threw me in a detainment center, but I would have been killed on the outside in that I had purpose and courage. I grew strong in the face of confinement, training to be a survivor, honing my skills under her watchful eye. I sloughed, I sloughed off my old weak, pitiful form and became Saisi. So, this here, Hattori and Saisi are important. It goes together with the numbers on the memo that you put together. I was too powerful to remain locked up forever. The government was gearing up to dismantle the DUP and Augustine needed my help. But nobody ever escapes from Curtain Cave. The myth of the DUP's perfection was almost as important as the perfection itself, so we had to find another way. That's where Naomi came in. We'll learn about Naomi here in a few seconds. She was a mousy little, well, right now, she was a mousy little security guard. Blink and you would have missed her. No family, no friends, nobody would even know she was gone. I kept repeating the last sentiment as a mantra. Nobody will know she's gone. Augustine's words echoed through my head as we engineered the events of that fateful night. I was in my cell, naturally. Augustine had augmented my paper privileges so that I had access to a vibrant stack of cardstock, lethal in the right hands. Naomi was doing her rounds with no inking of no in, inkling. Oh, I don't even know that word. Okay, what was to come? I cried out, prompting her to rush to my cell. I told her I had a cut. I showed her the blood. She came to my aid, reassuring me with kind words and a kinder face. Why did she have to be so damn nice? I set the doves in motion like a savage fleet of warplanes. They sliced at her face until it was gone. Unrecognizable, that is harsh. The perfect corpse to act as my double. It was hard at first, but as I stood there over her corpse, watching her blood seep into the concrete, it became easier. Augustine rushed the investigation, tied it up all nice and pretty, and I walked out the front door as Naomi Latcher hidden in plain sight. Since I arrived in Seattle, there have been many more deaths. Petrovich, Hidalgo, Cheslov, Fishbein, Criley, Paulson, Bennett, and everyone knows they're gone. So many victims with so little regret. So yeah, she faked her death, and now she's known as Naomi Latcher or whatever. As I mentioned before, Hitori and Saisi are important here, along with the numbers from the memos, and I'll show you what to do with those. We'll go to the laptop. Beep. And look, she has pictures of me. I look pretty. Okay, so go to the laptop. Okay, so there's three things here. What is my DUP agent ID? And from the memos, we put all these numbers together for go up, 28, 88, 65, and 8. So we put all those in order in the laptop, and we're done with that. And we put who, and for who was I, we put shit. We put Hitori, who was I, and who have I become. We put that name, Saisi, or however you spell it. And that eventually will give us, see if we can find it here. This one right here. This will give us that. And this is messages between Augustine and Celia. I don't know if I should read these all. I'll do it. The hour has come, I see trust does not come easily to either of us, but I am placing my life's work in your hands. Inazuma, Kimori, and Ushinada will sow chaos, but you must fold their stories to serve our purpose. So these three names are from the manga, and they portray Fetch, Eugene, and Hank. I don't know if these are the right names in the order, but they portray those three people. Petrovich and his underlings are dead. I made them beg for what they did to Inazuma and the other girls. So Inazuma's fetch, because Petrovich, well, he basically sold girls and stuff. But there is a meddler. I call him Fukushu, and he intrigues me. So this is us, and he intrigues me. I'm sorry if I'm saying these names wrong. He had Kimuri's gift, but now he has copied Inazuma's as well. So Kimuri is Hank, and Nushinada is Eugene. And this is from Augustine. You have made me so proud, Saisi. Now it is time for Fishbone to pay for his treachery. If you want, if what you say of Fukushu is true, he is far too dangerous for you alone. Continue to watch him or distract him if you are sure he cannot catch you. This is from Celia. I made Fishbone suffer. The lawyer and the judge are dead as well, and I made certain arrangements so people will think Ushinada was responsible. But now Fukushu can copy his abilities too. What should we do? And from Augustine, stay in the shadows, my sweet. I cannot protect you. The Senator Vingard is attempting to frame Kimuri for his murder. It is not enough for us to kill him. He must be disgraced or else he will die a martyr. The Senator is broken. He left his meaningless body as an offering to Fukushu. He haunts my thoughts even when I do not watch him. I never imagined such power. He does not fear normal humans. So we are getting to her. We are getting to Celia. Your main focus. Your Fukushu is a bioterrorist, Delson Rowe. He is powerful, but he lacks a higher purpose. We shall call him together when the time comes. First, Bennett must be dealt with. I may Bennett pay for what he told me in the morgue, one paper cut at a time. But people will begin to wonder what happened to him, and I suspect Fukushu knows it already. Your wyverns are not enough. Maybe it is time to end this charade and show our power. I have never been so proud of you, Saisi, but there is freedom and security, and our greatest enemies are preparing to strike. Time to turn them against each other. Go Fukushu into destroying Mortimer, but proceed carefully. Delson is powerful and quick to violence. My purpose is not the only thing that I had close to my heart. As you requested, the crow killed the eagle. I'm the crow, I killed the eagle. But I do not think Fukushu is our enemy. He rejects the confines of the DUP, but he shows the new way forward. He is free, and his freedom gives him power. You have done everything I asked him, but unless he can be controlled, Delson is our enemy. He is blinded by his power. He thinks he is invincible, but without walls. Without his brother, who will protect him? I'll put an end to him, one way or another. And so this whole thing is during the main story of Second Son. You will never read these words in the end. I could have saved you, but instead I watched your destruction. I had to know whose purpose was stronger, yours or his. Now I know. You are the only mother I ever knew, and I love you. But I found a new teacher, one who is not afraid. And it is his example I will follow. I know you would be proud. Goodbye, Augustine. I have no need of your protection any longer. Now I will wait for you, Fukushu, at the chosen place to show you what you have taught me. So Celia is going to wait for us to go find her. And once you click this, it gives you your next mission. To Delson, follow me. I'm waiting. Alright. And that gives us our next mission. Face Celia. And I think it is our last mission of the DLC. And I hope you guys enjoyed this part. I'll see you in the next one.